Hey guys, hello, good morning. Oh boy, conversations from the car, honey. I had to get some gas. Sister meant to be up and at this darn house much earlier than I am, but you know, life happens. Auntie Way, if it's your first time, you're welcome. This is Lisa with Heart of Inspiration. I feel like I did not put all of my makeup on today. But it is what it is today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a frequent flyer, good morning, Nana. Welcome back. Buckle up. Do your thing, chicken wing. We here. We here. Good morning, good morning. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So, everybody like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really love it. Share these videos, especially these Mercury retrograde videos, y'all, because I think we get so overwhelmed. Good morning, Lee. With Mercury retrograde, and all the energy and all the flying and all of this and the that we forget that it is still energy, and we still have free will to conduct ourselves in whatever way, that we want. In other words, we have the free will, even through Mercury retrograde, even through all of the possible things that could fly in our face. We have the free will to make the decision that, hey, I'm not going to continue to fight it. I'm going to use the energy for my own good. And this is how we can do that. Just by not fighting it. Good morning, dear. Just by not fighting it. Now, if you guys have seen any of my other videos, I've talked about how when you're in the midst of manifesting, that when a negative thought or a negative energy comes back and smacks you in the face, or whatnot, to not fight it, but instead look at that energy and then say, wow, okay, this is what's going on. Why do I feel this way? Examine it. Where did this come from? Why is this here? What purpose is this? Did this used to serve me? So, for instance, if you used to be, if you're manifesting abundance, and all of a sudden it's like you get this great job, or you're about to go for an interview for this great job, right? Or you have an ability to start a business, or whatever, and all of a sudden all of your everything goes off in you saying, I can't do this, I'm not worthy, I can't do it, right? Instead of fighting it, because the more energy you put towards a thing, the as you put your intention towards a thing, right, it expands. So the more energy you actually put fighting it, the more it's going to expand, because the more you're feeding it. That's like a little trick that I just at one point, I don't even know where I heard it, and I was like, wait a minute, that's so true. So don't put your energy towards it. Instead, acknowledge it, own it, and let it go. Acknowledge it, own it, and let it go. Oh, that was much better. So we have to, instead of fighting the energy, let's acknowledge the energy of Mercury retrograde. Because the more we fight it, the more it's going to fight us. Honey, that's why I made the video I made last night. I wasn't making that video last night. I called it, inner thoughts of a light worker. I didn't make the video last night for pity or anything. Because I don't want anyone to feel bad. Death is a part of life. It is. It's a part of the human experience that we've all chosen to have. I made that video so I could release the emotion. So I could release it. Now, will I continue to grieve once Grandma does finally transition? Of course. But you have to take the emotion and the energy that is wrapped up in the emotion. Energy in motion, emotion. You have to take that energy that's wrapped up in it, right? And harness it for yourself. Don't overtake you. You overtake it. You keep what you should and let the rest dissipate. So using this Mercury retrograde, what do we know about Mercury retrograde typically? Well, it could be an issue with contracts. Good morning. It could be an issue with communication. It could be an issue with, we hear about the electronic thing, but that's all about communication. You could want to make very quick decisions that aren't the best decisions, that aren't the most well thought out decisions, right? All of these things. Plus it's in Pisces. So really what this should be doing, usually exes come back right about now too, with Venus too, but Mercury, people come back in your life that you ain't talked to in 50 million years. All of a sudden they popping back up. So you need to take that as well. All right, that's another, just think of any characteristic you can about Mercury retrograde. All right, understanding it's within Pisces season, so this is going to be some deep stuff that's brought back up, right? It's going to dig up some roots, right? All of this stuff, it's going to do all of these things. So how can we use that for good rather than get all wrapped up and be like, oh my gosh, Mercury retrograde, I'm gonna die, right? Or I'm gonna go stick my head in the sand and I'm not coming out until March 28th. I'll be back at the end of March. You know how you can do that is not fight the energy instead. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. I understand that my communication might not be clear right now. And I understand that my emotions perhaps could, especially because I'm a water sign, and especially because I'm third decan Cancer, so I think a lot like a freaking Pisces. So I have to be very, very careful, okay, with how I speak to people, what I say to people, decisions that I'm making, whether or not, I bring new people onto this platform, whether or not I bring new people into the organization, how I'm speaking over my 9 to 5. Very careful about all of it. And then what this is really, I'm excited about, is this is giving me the opportunity to once again, and hopefully once and for all, dig up some roots, honey, that I didn't know still existed. Dig up some roots of some beliefs that I thought for sure that I got rid of a long time ago. And I haven't. And that's coming out. And I believe that's coming out for some of y'all. At least if you do nothing else, identify the roots. If you do nothing else, identify what they are. Identify some big issues that have plagued your existence in this lifetime for as long as you can remember, that have stopped you from being the greatest you could be. If you do nothing else between now and March 28th, nothing else, identify those roots. Identify them. Identify. And write them down, even if you can't deal with them right now. Even if you're like, Lisa, I cannot handle this right now, I've got other stuff. I get it, that's fine. But write it down. Don't forget it. Do a voice recording. I don't care what you got to do. But make sure you don't forget it. And make sure you don't feel the emotion that you feel right now attached to that root. Because I'll tell you what's going to happen. March 28th will come. March 29th. March 30th. And as the energies subside, good morning, dear. As the energies subside, you're going to start feeling good again. Why? Because you're going to get buddied up with that root again. Because you and this root have been in relationship for a long time. That's why it's a root. So once you and the root get back communicating really well, you're not going to see the need, or it will be able to mask itself again after this time period is over. It's time, okay, to identify those roots. Use this energy for good. Now, if you got people coming back into your world all of a sudden that want to speak to you, and they have not talked to you in 5 months of Sundays, and the last time they talked to you, they used, abused, they were just rude, horrible people to you, whatever they did, don't let them back in. Don't let them back in. Good morning, love. Don't let them back in. I mean, come on. Nobody said you had to be a doormat. So people are coming back around. This is going to be a time where your haters are going to be fake, and they're going to act like they love you. You may actually be able to see who was really stabbing you in the back before. Oh, honey, Mercury retrograde reveals a lot of intentions, especially being in this week. It's just like they can't help it, but really show their true intentions. Listen to them this time. Listen to them. Don't ignore it. Use this Mercury retrograde energy to your good. You can identify roots of issues that have plagued you from all of your life. You can identify the fake people from the real people. Now, don't cut them yet until after the 28th. But just know, don't cancel them. But just know that you gotta have people try to bounce back, because that's the energy. You actually might want to bounce back to somebody that you've been with before. And I just would ask that you examine the why. Why do I want to go back to that person, that ex-friend, that ex-lover? They're an ex whatever for a reason. Let them be an ex. Unless it was you that messed up. So, that could happen as well. What else could happen right about now? Oh, you'll see the truth about some contracts and negotiations that you've been making. Because this communication thing makes it harder for people to communicate. It can also make it harder for them to lie or to cover up stuff, or to be able to hide that they may not have had your best interest at heart. See, we have to flip this around and flow with the energy and use it for what it's worth. Because the other thing that this is I said it on Monday. Yes, Monday. I can't believe it's only Wednesday. I said it on Monday. This is fantastically, phenomenally fertile ground. So why wouldn't we use this fertile ground of Piscean energy to manifest healing? We could literally start kind of like turning back the hands of time, if we will. We can change things up in our lives. Why? Because we're not able to communicate the lie to ourselves as easily during Mercury retrograde. That lie that you tell yourself, the lie, you know that lie. Vicky, I forgot to put all my concealer on underneath my eyes, child. Every last bit. Anyway, I made my face up, but I was like, okay, this is good. Boop, 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 I'm out of here. Hey, Empress. So, that lie we tell ourselves that, oh, we're all right, it's okay, we're going to be all right, or we could just kind of kick that little thing to the curb. We don't want to dig that root up because we've had that root since we were about 5 years old. We're going to keep that one. Never mind that it self-sabotages our entire world on a consistent basis. Stuff just blows up. Nuclear explosion. The minute it gets good. Never mind that. Never mind that. So let this be a time. Use it for good. Identify your roots of issues that you've had for years. Identify people that may not have always had your best interests at heart. Like really, now that they cannot communicate in that silky tone and tickle your ear, really hear what's being said behind the scenes. Hey there, how are you? What else is going on? During this time. Oh, review and reflect and review again those contracts and those negotiating points. Big time. This is a time to manifest your healing in every area of your life. And you can honestly set some real and true seeds into motion as we've entered into a new 9-year cycle. You can set some fabulous things for yourself in motion. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you do nothing else but identify where you need that deep healing from at, and then begin to work on it in the coming months, if you do nothing else, the next 9 years, as you become more healed and more, your aura becomes round and strong and full, the ability to attract abundance, the ability to attract, to live in joy and peace is nothing missing, nothing broken, becomes infinitely easier. And I tell you that from personal experience. I want everybody to live this way. I want everybody to live with everyone in little peace and harmony. I want everybody to live in love with themselves. That's what I want, and enjoy. Because I'm telling you, it's so much easier. Life is so much easier this time. Alright guys, I'm going to let y'all go. Don't forget, heartofinspiration.net. Go there, guys. Sign up for, when more people sign up for my email newsletter thing, get on my email list. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, hey Steph, I'm just about to get off. Mindy Schroeder, okay, hi, how are you, honey? I haven't seen you so long. Anyway, go to my website so you can register for Propel and the Purpose, April 12th through the 14th. You can also schedule time to work with me, either via Reiki or other energy healing methods, or potentially readings as well. I am going to be in Ohio on Friday. I can't believe it. Guys, if you still want to get in on that, alright, just go to the website, sign up. You can get Reiki attunement. I have like I think I still have 2 or 3 spots left. So, sign up. That's very limited spots. But I can't wait to get the heck out of here. Child, rest and go. I'm trying to think, is there any other business? I may or may not be on tonight. I know I can't wait, Steph. I may or may not be on tonight. I've got to get some more monthlies up, and I need to start packing for tomorrow, for Friday. You know, I gotta pack early because I'm gonna leave about 4 o'clock in the morning driving. So I gotta bring my table. So, anywho's I'm on. Let it go. Peace, love, blessings, and joy. love you guys. I will see you very soon, if not tonight.